Kansas City's new $1.5 billion airport terminal is getting some pushback from minority and female-owned businesses. They say the developer isn't living up to its promise. Abby Dodge reports some are questioning the number of female and minority-owned businesses involved in the project.
Edgemore is the developer for the new KCI terminal. It's recommending a Colorado-based company for concrete work. Kansas City's subcontractors say the company doesn't have their interests in mind. Since the city started taking down the old terminal, questions of whether or not Kansas City workers are benefiting from the billion-dollar project have loomed.
We want those contractors who employ our local workforce every day, every project, to be awarded this work.
Local businesses came together today to say they believe the developer isn't meeting the required 35% threshold for women and minority-owned firms.
We live here, we stay here, we deserve the work.
There is a weariness around people getting tired of being sold one thing, and then when it comes time to do it, something else is done.
We reached out to Edgemore for a comment on its bid recommendation. The company says it doesn't comment on bids under review. To date, Edgemore says it's worked with 100 local women and minority-owned firms. Councilwoman Melissa Robinson spoke on behalf of those outside City Hall today.
It is unfortunate and unnecessary that we have to be here today fighting for equity, fighting for parity, fighting for our local workforce.
We have a procurement process.
Councilwoman Teresa Lohr, who leads the Transportation, Infrastructure, and Operation Committee, says the press conference was an attempt to sway the council. She says they've been diligent in asking for proof of minority and women-owned businesses' involvement, making sure it's fulfilling the promise to citizens.
Once you get too many MBE, WBEs in a project, then they just get a little bitty pieces. They don't get to move themselves forward. They get small little contracts, 20,000, 50,000. That doesn't help. That's not what this program's about. This program is to help an MBE and a WBE lift themselves up and to where they can become a prime contractor.
Lohr says they're in the middle of the procurement process and citizens should trust that process. We reached out to the director of aviation here. His department says they can't comment on bids currently under review. We do want to be clear that that bid hasn't been awarded. It's just currently under review. At KCI, Abby Dodge, KC TV5 News.